Venom is the ultimate hit-and-run hero in Marvel Rivals. For those of you looking to get your face deep in the action like your fellow Instalock Spider-Man, but are not good enough to survive long enough to make any real impact, Venom might just be the perfect character for you. I have had some of the most fun playing with Venom compared to other tanks, and if you have a second tank to play with, you can have major success while using him, This is not going to be like other guides where they just list the abilities off. I am also not catering for top 500 people who want to know the specific damage per tentacle. This will show you how to actually play the character, what to do in game situations, and most importantly for Venom, engaging and disengaging. So it will mostly benefit people who have had some game time and just want to improve beyond the basics. However, for new players, it will also be informative. Some quick notes. Turn off easy swing so you have more swing control. I play controller with an Elite Series 2, so for those of you that have the same, my back right paddle is my Y, which is my swing for quick access. Remember, you want to hold the button for longer swings. The way you want to play Venom is to have this 5-step plan in mind. Engage from the off angle. This means don't run or swing straight into the enemy lines. Your best option is to use your wall climb passive to get to a high enough point and use your dive to engage the enemies. If the backline is separated from the rest or someone squishy is out of position, this is your ideal target. Pop your cellular corrosion ability, ideally being as close to as many characters as possible. This slows enemies down and does some damage. You're building your ult with every bit of damage, so if you're sucking on multiple targets at once, you're ticking away at that. Jump and look down at your targets to hit them. This does two things. It makes you harder to hit, but also makes it easier for you to land shots. For us console players, the hitbox feels a bit weird with his tentacles. The best way to warm up and get the feel for it is by playing with these moving targets in the range for a couple of minutes. When your health gets low, basically at the point or just before you hear the lion roaring noise, use symbiotic resilience. You can maybe hit one or two more tentacles depending if you are fighting the whole team, or just one, maybe two backline enemies. Swing away, back to your team, or to a health pack. You need to know that Venom does not hit as hard as other characters, meaning don't get too disheartened if you get less damage as you would expect. But he can be a real menace to both the front and back line. The back line is more obvious. You can pressure two healers in the back, especially if they are staying close to each other with cellular corrosion. This is where you can get massive value as Venom. If you are keeping their healers busy, and they are healing each other, this means that their frontliners have no healing, and your team can hopefully take some out. However, due to your basically second life giving you huge survivability, you can also do some serious damage and disruption in the front line. Follow the same steps as mentioned. Engage from above or the off angle. Pop cellular corrosion. Hit your targets until you are weak. Use symbiotic resilience. Swing out. Your movement abilities also means you should be expected to peel for your healers. If they are being pressured by a nasty little Spider-Man trying to dive, you have all the tools to leave the front or enemy backline to help out your own backline. A good game with Venom looks like this. Least amount of deaths. Good amount of kills that are not necessarily final hits. Slightly less damage than your other damage dealers. Lots of enemy team's abilities used up on you. A few extra tips. Your dive ability can be used effectively to finish off weak, isolated enemies. Do not be afraid to take on any enemy. You might not win the fight, but you have good abilities to survive and dip from the fight very easily. You should use your passive wall climb for longer battles where you have good heals. Then re-engage with the same steps as before so you can maximize your damage output. Venom works best with the second tank, so if you and a buddy want to party up with two tanks, you will have a great time if they play as Strange. Magneto or Groot. He can work solo tanking if you have other melee character on your team, but it won't be as fun or effective. You can get massive height on your swings if you hold it, meaning you can really take a few seconds to assess the battlefield. Floating at the apex of your swing before choosing your dinner, his ultimate does half of the enemy's current health plus 50 damage. I have found it works best by following the same plan. But after using cellular corrosion, use your ulti on a group of already under pressure squishy enemies to take them out of the fight immediately. Alright, well that's my guide of how to actually play the character Venom. Let me know if you have any other tips, or if I am talking bullshit, then correct me! If you did enjoy this, I would appreciate you letting me know what other characters you want me to cover. I already have a few in the pipeline, so expect some more anyways in the not so distant future. Thanks for watching!